Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the first episode of ENSAN podcast. ENSAN means human in Arabic. And this is my first guest, Ahmed Ramadan. He's my friend and vice president in Salam Club. Although he dipped,
Yeah, we all did.
we all dipped and left the club. So, what is ENSAN podcast? It's about the human experience, the different human experiences, and I want you to take something from it, inshallah. I don't know if you can, but to me personally, it's always productive when I talk to people about their experiences and learn about their lives, because we all live different and unique lives. This is the first episode. It's just a tester. As you can see, we just came from Umrah. We're in a restaurant right now. It's not the perfect timing, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, Ahmed, I wanted to talk to you. Is my microphone okay? I think I'm gonna put it closer. Okay, maybe you can hold it because of the people.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's the?
It's okay. Look for it. So yeah, today I wanted to talk to you about the second generation immigrants, and I wanted to talk to you about the experience of living in a country where I don't know if you consider yourself Meccan or Saudi, but to some extent you are not. But you have the culture, you know the people. You don't know any other country other than this country. To me personally, I know that our experience is different.
Yes.
I am not that close to my culture, but you are much closer to your culture, right?
I did because.
So yeah,
So first of all,
yeah,
living outside, I'm Egyptian, so I lived almost whole my life in Saudi, Mecca specifically. But I think it's not a choice.
yeah. Of
I
course.
think to live outside is not a choice, especially you just follow your family, follow your parents. But
Yeah. They went out looking for better
for
opportunities.
better life, yeah,
Yeah, and they dragged you with them.
exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't born in Saudi. I born in Egypt, Cairo, and in a young age I moved to Saudi. Of course, when you're young, you have the world is small,
Yeah.
so you don't have the big picture. You don't have you have the earth.
Yeah.
You don't have you have another countries
Yeah.
around you. So my thought oh, it's only Egypt.
Yeah.
It's only this neighborhood that I
Yeah.
know. But then when I went and came here, so it's shocked.
Yeah.
It's just
You got culture shock.
Yeah, now I'm in a different place, a different, totally different,
Different
place.
culture,
Yeah,
different
culture.
place. So your first experience was a cultural shock.
Culture, yeah, culture. But then, so I quickly started to go and through the culture. I started my school, so I started in the government school, the local school,
Yeah.
like the. So yeah, so
So what is Ahmed talking about when he's saying government school? So these schools are for free. They're for residents and for citizens alike, right?
yeah,
They offer free um, educational system, and that's why a lot of the people that are in the government schools, they're not from high class, right?
yeah,
They're middle class or lower class or foreigners sometimes.
exactly.
So yeah, tell us, how was the experience? Like growing up here, how do you identify? How was the culture? Do you feel like Egyptian, or like do you feel half and half?
So
or
of course, the first issue that you will face
Yeah.
is the language.
yeah,
course, like coming with the Egyptian accent
Mm.
is not like easy thing to.
They bully you.
Yeah, of course, it's not an easy thing to. Of course, to take time until you learn the Saudi or
Accent.
accent.
You perfect it,
and
yeah.
yeah, and you need to learn it.
Yes.
Because if you kept with the
Yeah, because you don't want to feel like an
yeah,
outsider.
Of course,
Then it would be so easy
Yeah.
to be picked up on as an outsider. Yeah.
So I had to learn the accent, and I had to make friends, and wasn't that a big deal for me.
So these were like the first barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if we speak like culturally, when you go to Egypt, do they view you lesser of an Egyptian, or like how is
now,
it? Depends. What was your experience
if I return back to Egypt,
throughout your life? How was your experience as a Meccan? Like you lived most of your life here, right?
yeah,
In
exactly,
Mecca.
yeah,
So I would assume that even though you told me that your household held on to the Egyptian culture, right?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
But is there any gap between you and a person that lived their whole life in Egypt?
Of course, like when I returned to Egypt, it's a different. Also, it's also different. I got the culture shock as well. So it's a
Double culture shock from your own culture.
Yeah,
Oh
of course,
my
because of course you not get the whole experience if you just living with your you getting
Family.
your family
Yeah, yeah.
only. Of course, you have to.
No matter how hard
Yeah,
they
yeah,
try to
yeah,
introduce the culture.
So maybe the food and the accent and some traditions, but if you want to get the real experience, of course you have to live in
Egypt,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even the accent. I recently realized that my Egyptian accent is not that good.
Oh my god.
Wallah, I just realized that. Oh, you know what?
Someone bullied you or
I-
what?
Yeah. When I go to Egypt, I said some words like I don't know like how to say in Egyptian, or I see like new words that they say in there in Egypt. So even the accent, like I'm lack of the real Egyptian accent. So it's difficult. It is difficult, and so like we are looking for a place to stay.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, exactly. I'm talking like for me personally. I like to go to a place and stay there and don't move a lot.
Yeah. It feels
Yeah,
troubling,
yeah.
not having a home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But to move like many times, so it's difficult.
Yeah, moving a lot is
Moving a lot is difficult.
not having a stable home. You
Exactly.
feel like an alien, right?
Yeah.
So not an alien that you don't have a stable home,
Yeah. And we didn't even talked about now we're in Malaysia right now.
Oh yeah, another experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, another.
So
Me and Ahmed, we met actually, even though we lived in Mecca, 10 minutes apart. Literally, his home is
Yeah.
10 minutes away from my home. But we met thousands of kilometers. We met in
Malaysia.
KL, Kuala Lumpur,
Kuala
International Islamic University.
yeah.
So yeah, even though, like in Malaysia and in Saudi, I feel that we had a similar experience. Where, like, even if Egyptians in Malaysia, do you feel like you identify with them more, or you identify with Meccan and Saudis more?
Here more. I feel like how can I measure this? Like it's just about feeling. It's not like
It's
I feel more safe.
Yeah.
I feel like I belong more here.
yeah.
Like I feel like I used to walk around, but there like I feel like I don't belong there. Like I
Yeah.
feel like not safe there.
So does that come from the society, the Egyptian society? Like, does they make you feel like an outsider?
I think the Egyptian society,
Yeah.
they have their way to deal with others that I'm not familiar with. So, like, communication issue.
Yeah. I understand you as a Yemeni as well.
Yeah.
I feel that because most of the people or my friends are either in just as your case, or people that are Saudis, but because they know like the accent and everything, the culture, and I lived here they don't make me feel like an outsider because they're just my friends. Yeah, I don't have any trouble with the society.
Yeah.
Sometimes we face racism, but as a whole, especially me, I don't have the Yemeni accent,
Yeah.
and when I go outside, it's just that it's not that society fault, and it's not my fault. It's just we're aliens with no homes, you know.
Yeah.
So I would feel related, or like you are more relatable to me than um, people that are related to me. You get me? Because we have the same situation. We have. So yeah, I think it's not the society fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's just shows. I think it's really interesting, right? It just shows at the end of the day, we're all humans.
Yeah.
If me and you grew up in China, we would be speaking Chinese, even though we look nothing like it, right?
Yeah.
We will be identifying with the culture more,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And then there's another part. You don't look Egyptian, and I don't look Yemeni. So how does that affect you?
I mean, this another issue that we can talk in another episode.
For another day. Yeah, yeah. I think that summarizes it. I think the sentence where we say we're all humans at the end of the day, and like sometimes I feel like I can relate to Malay people, you know,
Yeah.
and I only spent 4 years.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay to go and live in another country as long as you get benefit of it. As long as you are safe,
Yeah,
you're living a good life.
yeah,
That's it. It's okay. I feel like it's okay, like to go and immigrate to another country. I feel like.
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Isn't-
I would summarize everything that you said and everything that we said in this episode. Do you want to say more?
Ah,
Okay, I would summarize it in just one verse from the Quran. قل سيروا
take your time. It's okay.
فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقها. So this would roughly translate to walk amongst its land and eat from his rizq, which is what is rizq? The money and the
Exactly.
you're living, right? So that's it. I think Earth is here for us humans to inherit. No matter where you go, no matter where you are, just walk and follow your destiny and your risk, your how can I translate risk? Your money, not money. Your bread, not bread. Everything is risk. Yeah?
everything, yeah.
Like our friendship is risk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I will try maybe to. If you have a better translation for risk, translate it.
We'll put it.
Yeah, or put
We'll
it
edit it.
put it in the
We'll put
comments.
it-
yeah. That's it. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to my main channel. Subscribe to this channel. Tell me how can we improve ENSAN podcast.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ahmed, for sharing your
Yeah.
experience and being vulnerable.
Thank you for having me as the first guest.
You're my first guest.
And,
He's
your
my
channel.
brother, by the way. He's my long lost twin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ahmed. جزاك الله خيرا.
إياك.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.